The fact is, communication sucks for an awful lot of agents. If you've done some co op deals in your area, if you've worked with other agents, or even tried to get information on a listing, or maybe even following up with a buyer's agent, there's a really good chance that they've done a bad job communicating. Unfortunately, that's the case. We've even talked to a lot of buyers over the years that they say, I've called 9 agents. You're the first one that's ever called me back. I think that problem's getting worse. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that and why that is. I think one of the new reasons that agents are struggling in your marketplace when it comes to being a good communicator is going to be a little shocking for you. But it's really been bothering me about this communication issue. I hear from agents all the time. I posted something on my Facebook page the other day, and I hear from agents all the time that they're just not getting calls back. People are rude. It's just not fun working with other agents. And I think part of this, frankly, may be NAR's fault. And we'll talk about why that is, because I think a lot of agents don't realize the real issue as to why nobody's answering their phone. I think the primary issue is agents just don't answer their damn phone. If you've co-opted with someone, you know how frustrating that is, because time is of the essence. If you just showed a property, you're trying to get details on the home. Are there any offers? Can you get me the disclosures? When would the seller like to close? All of those things we're trying to do a good job for all parties. Unfortunately, the listing agents aren't very responsive. Well, the fact is, there's two sides to every coin, right? There's the head side and the tail side. And I believe that an awful lot of agents are, first of all, screening their calls. The reason I say NAR, your church, if you go to church, your church doesn't have a whole bunch of people calling their list of members trying to sell them stuff. My coaching members, they're not getting a bunch of calls from all these companies trying to sell them stuff. How is it that NAR members are always getting calls for insurance, for all of these other things? They're getting calls, they're getting text messages, they're getting this all day long. And I think because realtor information is sold, that contact information is sold to random people, anybody that'll pay the fee, they're able to get a list of all realtors, and you're getting solicited like crazy. So guess what happens? A lot of these agents, if they don't recognize the number, they don't answer it. So I really think that by that member list being available, I think that it's caused a lack of communication, because so many people are getting solicited every day. How many calls and emails and text messages are you getting? If you're getting calls and texts and emails and anything that they can do to get in touch with you, because you're a real estate agent and they want to sell you insurance, they want to sell you an extended car warranty, they want to sell you whatever it is that's being offered. Let me know if you've received those sorts of things. Well, wouldn't it make sense that every agent in your marketplace is getting that? So if they don't recognize the number, they're simply not answering the phone. Well, then they get busy and they're doing other things and they don't check their voicemail. How many times have you called an agent and their voicemail box is full? They don't answer the phone and their voicemail box is full. I truly believe that a lot of this comes down to the fact that our information is sold, and you've got so many people that are trying to contact them. They're just screening all the calls. They assume it's going to be a salesperson. Now, there are two sides to that coin as well, as far as reasons that people aren't replying to messages. The fact is, a lot of agents leave messages that suck. I want you to imagine right now you're finally getting to your voicemails, and you listen to the voicemail, and it's, hey, this is Joe Johnson. Give me a call back. Here's my number. Give you a call back about what? Can you give me some context here? You're not making me want to call you back. I don't know if this is representing my client. I don't know if this is about a listing, or is this somebody trying to be slick to sell me health insurance because I'm an NAR member, right? So you have to do a good job. A part of your job as an agent is to leave good messages, what this is about, and a little bit of a sense of urgency, so we can start to improve communications within our industry here. So you can't be leaving a bad message. I do want to give you a success tip for yourself. If you're one of those people, you leave a comment below. If you've tried calling agents, they don't answer, or they're not returning calls, or you're getting lots of calls coming in where they're trying to sell you something, that type of thing, here's some advice for you. From now on, every time you're getting ready to dial the phone, I want you to text them first. Because if they get a text that says, hey, this is Greg, I'm checking on the property at 123 Main Street, I'd like to write an offer, I'm calling you right now. If they get that first, That's caller ID. Now they know who this is and what it's about, and they will answer the phone. I think you will agree nobody leaves their phone laying around and just didn't have their phone with them all day. They look and see, they don't recognize the person, and they ignore it. They let it go to voicemail. Frankly, people will say, I got to go to the bathroom. Oh, I forgot my phone. Now I'm going to the bathroom. They take it with them to the bathroom. They have their phone at all times. They choose not to answer because they don't know who it is. Anytime you're getting ready to call somebody, text them first, who you are and why you're calling, and I'm getting ready to call you. And I guarantee you the answer rate is going to go up because when that phone rings, it shows the most recent text. If I would have texted you a year ago, as long as you're using the same phone, if I were to call you right now, it would show that last text. Hey, it's Greg Luther. I wanted to check with you. It brings that up. So a really good success tip for you is text them first, then call, and guess what? You're going to get the phone answer. So if you're out showing a property, you got a question for the listing agent, or you're trying to set up an appointment, and it's going to be short notice, something like that. If you text them first and then call, they're going to answer, and you can get business done. Hey, it's Greg Luther, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you're never going to see me again. I consistently put out regular content, and it's extremely helpful for real estate agents to grow their business. I want to keep you up to date on what's working so that you're in the know and you can take action accordingly. So be sure that you like and comment here, but most importantly, make sure you follow, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on anything. I'm here to help you in growing your business, and I'd love to do so. Follow right now.